One finger equals 1 month. It's been 10 months since my last review in a Jetta. That was a GLI Autobahn trim. Hey guys, welcome to First Mac. I am super excited to show you guys around this 2024 Volkswagen Jetta SEL. I'm going to show you all the features, take it on a drive, and give you guys my final verdict. But you know what? Let's try it remote start this time. We're going to lock the doors, hit the key fob twice. Boom, there we go on the first try. Now, let's go ahead, drum roll, get into this review. Whew. Looking outside of the 2024 Volkswagen Jetta SEL, this is your key fob right here with lock, a trunk release, remote start function, and a unlock feature with a panic button on the side of the key fob, as well as the Volkswagen logo on the back. But as equipped, this vehicle is $30,576. It is dressed in a platinum gray exterior on a Titan black interior. Now, the Jetta did receive a facelift for the 2022 model year, codename Mark 7.5. And you can see a little bit more of an aggressive front end fascia right here versus the more conservative front end design of the pre-facelift. Looking up front, you can see you do have LED lighting for your LED daytime running lights, which are the headlight surrounds right there, as well as your LED low and high beams with halogen turn signals. And you also have LED fog lights down below. Behind the Volkswagen logo is the IQ Drive for the driver assist technology. I will talk a little bit more about that once we hit the road. But coming over here to the wheels, you have a 17-inch silver wheel wrapped on a all-season tire. Now, the Jetta is available in 4 distinct trims. So you have a base S, a SE, the Sport, which does replace the R-Line, as well as this SEL trim right here, which replaces the SEL Premium. As you can see, the badging on the side front fender right here. You have LED turn signals inside of the mirrors with keyless entry for the front door handles. And up top, you do have a panoramic sunroof up top, which does let in pretty good light. Now, overall dimensions from nose to tail haven't changed from the last few model years. This generation did debut for the 2019 model year. Coming around to the rear of the Jetta, you can see a full LED tail light setup right here for your LED turn signals, brake lights, and reverse lights right there. The exhaust tip is hidden under the bumper. And over here on the passenger side is your gas tank, as this is a European vehicle. It's a 13.2 gallon tank. This is actually rated to get over 400 miles on a single tank of gas. I'll talk a little bit more about engine specs in 1 second. But opening the trunk, you'll find 14.1 cubic feet of space back here. The seats do fold down in a 60-40 split with the releases up top on both sides. You have floor mats right here, first aid kit, and then a fixed flat kit right there. Let's see if it has a spare tire. It does. Boom. Temporary spare tire. But now I'm going to show you guys under the hood where all the action happens. Now, if you guys see my review on the facelifted Jetta GLI, make sure to check out my review on that. That's a more performance-oriented version of this vehicle. But this right here is the standard car. So let me show you guys the engine compartments. Let's see if we can do this one hand with the prop rod. Let's see. It's probably gonna be messy for a second. Boom, there we go. Now, under the hood of the Jetta, you'll find a 1.5 liter turbo 4-cylinder with an 8-speed automatic transmission. Makes 158 horsepower with 184 pound-foot of torque. You'll get 30 in the city, 40 on the highway, and 33 combined. Vehicle weight is 2,973 pounds, as this one is equipped. Get a 3/4 front view for you guys right here. Boom. But now let's hit the interior where all of the action happens. We're gonna start out in the back seats. Backseat legroom at 5'6" is pretty good. I have about 4 to 5 inches of legroom. As far as headroom goes, I have about 1.5 inches of headroom, which is pretty good. You do have 3-stage heated back seats. I was hoping for some air vents, but that's okay. Maybe the GLI has them. I have to check that. But you do have storage compartments right here, and your window controls are over here. And here's a quick look to the front cockpit. And you can see the moonroof up top, which does let in pretty good light and kind of comes all the way back a little bit inside of the back seat space. And then your center console is right here for your cup holders in the middle. And you also have some LED illumination up top. But let's hit the driver's seat where all of the action happens. And I have to say, I'm definitely excited for that. So let's go. Looking at the driver's seat, you can see you do have 8-way power seats, 2-way lumbar support right there, power bottom as well as back with a 3-person memory right there. Gas tank as well as trunk release on the door with your window and mirror controls. You can see a little bit of the blue ambient lighting I have set right now. You have a manual tilt telescoping steering column with your light controls over here. But let's hop inside of the interior before the rain commences. But looking inside of this interior, you are greeted with this 3-spoke steering wheel, which is heated right here when you hit this button. You do have all your driver assist with your IQ Drive over here on this side with your volume controls as well as track forward and back. And you can control this 10.25-inch digital cluster or cockpit display right here in front of you by using all of these buttons right here. You have the view button and then your track up, down, as well as side to side, and voice command functions are right here. But look a little bit more at this cockpit. You can see I have it set to a more standard view. If I hit the view button right there, it'll go to a full view right there so you can see the whole map displays. At the view button again, it'll go to a more digital display right here. You can toggle through all your various different menus between audio, phone functions for Apple CarPlay, vehicle settings, driving data, and assistant settings right there. And then boom, back to navigation view, which I have to say this is probably the best view. Looking over here at the light stocks right here, this is for your headlights as well as the tail lights. And if you hit the end of the stock right here, boom, that'll pull up your driver assist technology so you can toggle through by using the button over here to change and activate and deactivate all the different settings right here, the IQ Drive. And you just hit the button again, boom, to exit. But looking over here at the infotainment, this is a 8-inch display right here. It does have wireless CarPlay and Android Auto. So let's try a quick audio test with this 8-speaker Beats sound system. And yes, I do have the Beats headphones at home, so this is going to be interesting. So let's go. Yeah, this system definitely does have a lot of bass and sound quality. Definitely is an impressive system for sure. So you have your radio functions over here, the media for your CarPlay, as well as Android Auto, phone connections, your voice commands with your volume control and sound off right there. You have navigation over here on this side. So I do want to try a quick navigation test. As you can see, navigation is very quick, easy to use, as well as responsive to find a navigation prompt. But going back right here, you can exit. You see, you also have like gesture control. So if I swipe my hand like this, you can retract and detract different menus inside of this infotainment screen right here. The apps button is for the CarPlay and Android Auto as well. And you have a tuning knob with some car settings right there. So when you hit the setting button on this side, you can change everything between your traction control, tire warnings, you have lighting settings, parking right there for the rear cross traffic alert. And you do also have ambient lighting as well, so you can change the various different colors. Now it's getting a little rainy outside, I don't know if you guys will be able to see it, but right now I have it set to a blue mode right there. You can go to a orange. I'll try pink, you'll probably be able to see that a little bit better. And then let's try like red or white, yeah. So you can see a little bit of illumination right under the dash right here, as well as on the door panels down below. And it gives you a little diagram inside of the screen as well to show you which zones are getting illuminated. And I have to say, it definitely does look amazing at nighttime. It could change all these various different colors and the different zones and so on. Exiting that, you do have your wipe controls, some cluster settings right there. Units for the miles per hour or kilometers if you are in Europe, for all the European folks tuning into this channel. And then service intervals down below. And then you can put up another menu setting right here, which is like your main display, but it has all of the redundant buttons. See, look. Yeah, that's cool. I like the kind of gesture control thing that it does have. But looking further down below, you can see you have a dual zone climate control setting right here. You have heated and cooled front seats, 3-stage for both. Dual zone climate control right here with your front window defrost as well as rear window defrost as well. Looking further down below, you have a wireless charging pad right here. My iPhone's charging up, no problem at all. You have 2 USB-C ports over here on this side. This is how you turn the vehicle on. And you do also have a electronic parking brake, the auto start stop defeat. And this right here is to control your drive mode, so you can go into a eco mode for maximum fuel economy, because 40 mpg on the highway. Normal mode, which is a nice middle ground between sport and eco. And you can go full-blown sport if you want a sporty experience. It does put the transmission to a sport setting as well. And then you can also go into a custom mode, which you can't adjust. So you can change your steering between a normal sport, drivetrain between normal sport eco, adaptive cruise control, comfort, normal, sport, eco. I feel like I'm in like English class or something where you're like, you read the alphabet, so that's literally how it feels. And then your climate control is in a normal and a eco mode right there. But let's go ahead and leave it in a standard mode right here. But you can see over here on this side, you do have a 12-volt charger. And this right here is your gear shifter, controls HP automatic. You go to reverse. You have a backup camera right there with trajectory lines. You can go all the way down to drive, and you can go over to sport/manual mode right here. 2 cup holders for a pretty good size. Little spot right here for coins or storage. And then looking in the center console right here, you'd have another USB-C port. And I do like kind of the gray accents right here, helps break up the black interior. Looking over here, the glove box, which is a pretty good size. And you do have like a little player or something right there. It's like an MP3 or a CD player, something like that in there. Looking up top, you do have LED illumination, as well as a power moonroof up top. I have to say, it definitely does let in pretty good light for a vehicle in this compact segment right here. Spans pretty far. And you have your telematic displays up top with a sunglass holder. But now, let's go ahead and take the Jetta for a drive and check out how it does in the real world. So let's go. We are behind the wheel of the 2024 Volkswagen Jetta SEL. Now, speaking of visibility out the front, rear, and sides, I can see very good over the hood, as well as out the side mirrors, and even out the back. So I was like, come on, man, get over it. I was thinking that, but first, setting off, you can see the 8-speed automatic is very smooth shifting. This one is rated at 30 in the city, 40 on the highway, and 33 combined, which is very impressive. Volkswagen does claim over 400 miles on a single tank of gas. Does have a 13.2 gallon tank. MPGs are also aided with a effective auto start system, which is very smooth, quiet, and refined, and you do have no shakes or rattles or nothing. It's very smooth, and it's seamless as well. Now, I had a chance to drive the GLI version when it did have the facelift Mark 7.5, by the way. So make sure to check out that video. But I wanted to check out the standard version that most people will probably be getting, something like this. But the Jetta is available in 4 distinct trims with the base S. You have a SE, the Sport, which replaces the R line, as well as this SEL, which does replace the SEL Premium. Now, speaking more about the technology aspect as we just chill here on the road, you do have a 10.25-inch digital cockpit right here in front of you, so you can pull up your navigation features. Hit the view button, boom. You can see right there you have the full map view right there, which looks amazing. And you can also put it into a more futuristic view with like a little bit of an angle. Basically stuff I covered in the walk around. And with the 17-inch wheels, ride quality is also pretty good as well. Not too much road noise outside. The cabin is pretty hushed and quiet for a compact sedan like this. You do have a bumping 8-speaker Beats sound system, which I have to say does sound great. Speaking of seat comfort, you do have a Titan black interior with heated and cool seats, as well as a heated steering wheel, which is right here on the steering wheel, with a 8-way power driver's seat. Manual adjustment is for the passenger seat over there. What I also like is the ambient lighting. Just add that extra level of customization features, content, and so on. Let's go into sport for a minute. And I have to say, this 1.5 liter turbo has a lot of torque. 184 pound-foot of it, you can really feel it just going around the corners. It's a nice punchy powertrain, 158 horsepower. And it just pulls, the torque, it just pulls you up and out of the hole. That's what I love about these tiny, like, compact cars. It's so easy to place. You can just put them anywhere. Yeah, this is pretty good on the back roads. I'm liking the handling and just the feeling that I'm getting right off the bat. And this ain't even a GLI version. Get the GLI, you get the adaptive suspension, a little bit more aggressive, and just everything overall is turned up to like 11 or 12 versus a standard Jetta. But to be honest, this is definitely geared for MPGs, as this does get 40 MPG, as I stated before. That's like the whole point of getting a vehicle like this, the good gas mileage, and kind of an affordable package like this. Now, I do like this 8-inch touchscreen display right here. It does have wireless CarPlay and Android Auto, and you can also use the gesture functions to interact with the display as well. You can change the cluster settings and so on right here, as well as vehicle settings under here. Now, we do have to try a quick 0 to 60 test to see how good it accelerates. So we're going to come to a stop real quick. And I believe it does have launch control, so we're going to try that out. So we go into settings. You want to turn off traction. We're in sport mode. Yep, sport mode. And then you just go brake, gas, and just take off. And that was pretty quick. I wasn't really expecting the wheel spin, but the moment that the turbo kicked in, it just kicked even harder. Let's try that again. You know, we're gonna leave traction on. Yeah, we'll leave traction on this time. Yeah, so we'll leave traction on. All right, there's 60 miles an hour right there. Now, as far as acceleration times go, that feels about the 8 seconds 0 to 60, which I have to say is more than enough acceleration. Let's go back into normal mode, which is a nice middle ground between a eco and sport mode right there. This is more like the daily drivable mode right there. But I have to say, acceleration more than enough. If you need a little bit more performance, I highly recommend checking out the GLI if you want that sporty edge. But this, so far, is more than enough. You just hear how quiet the cabin is. That speed is so good. Now, I have to say, exterior design-wise, the Mark 7.5 does elevate a little bit more of the bland looks for a more aggressive front-end design. You can see right there, auto start kicked in, no problem at all. Boom, seamless and smooth, which is very important. But I do like the more aggressive styling of this new Mark 7.5. We have like the aggressive vents up front, just a lot more better than the bland looking exterior on the pre-facelift or even like the last generation Jetta. Unless you got the GLI and you know, you can just troll people, you got the big turbo light car and you can have like 350 wheel horsepower when you smoke muscle cars. But yeah. Sweet jet right there. Now, as we hit the highway, I'm gonna talk a little more about how the road noise is at higher speeds, as well as the IQ drive assist technology, which does have adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, automatic emergency braking, blind spot detection, and rear cross traffic alert. So right now I'm setting the speed as well as the following distance. So you can go up to 5 following distance or down to 1 as so such. I will leave it on 2 following distances. It will increase the speed a bit. You see right there, he's using the camera up top to follow the traffic in front of it. And he's doing a pretty good job right now. So they're putting on brakes, we're putting on brakes. Adaptive cruise control does work very good, I have to say. As well as the blind spot information as well. We'll see if a car come up in our blind spot. But look at that, adaptive cruise is solid. And this is what I talk about when I say that every car should have adaptive cruise control, because right now this traffic just killing my vibe. I'm just chilling, got the cruise control on, just monitoring the steering as well as the gas and brake pedal applications, and I'm having a good time. Now, as we get a little bit closer to the dealership, I'm gonna get to the conclusion of what I think about this Jetta, as traffic ain't getting no lighter than this. You know, it's rush hour times like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So, but overall, what I have to say about this Jetta. Now, speaking more about the technology aspect, technology is definitely great. You got the cool lighting, heated cool seats, you have wireless connectivity, bump and beats audio system, and you have this dual digital display right here. So you got the 8-inch display and you have a 10.25-inch display right here in front of you, which does provide navigation view, which I have to say is a helpful feature for sure. Now, the features are definitely welcome for this new or facelift version of the Jetta, but I'm excited to see what Volkswagen does in the future with this vehicle. Will it be electric? Will it still be gas? The future is endless, is all I can say. But for what I see right here, I have to say it's a very impressive design, package, and just the amount of technology you get. This is like a baby Audi, for instance. You know, Volkswagen Audi group. But yeah, this is like a baby Audi with all the features you get. You got the moonroof up top, driver assist, the IQ drive works great, and all of the different driver assist technology. But yep, that's all I have to say. So this is Chris signing out, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.